Hey guys, it's TJ, DominateDepression.com. This is going to be my SAM-e experiment to see how it affects me and how it works. Got Jarrow Formulas SAM-e, brand new package ready to go. And the reason why I'm trying this is because I actually got a test for pyroluria and copper, zinc, and histamine levels. My pyroluria was fine. It was actually a little high, but it was in the acceptable range. My zinc, copper was normal, but my histamine levels were high. They're above the desired range. Now that can mean that I don't have enough methylation in my body. Main solutions are normally the vitamins and better diet, but I'm curious to see how SAM-e affects me and how big of a change that it makes. So I'm going to begin by taking SAM-e every day on an empty stomach without taking anything else, and I'm going to report back to how I feel and how it's affected me. This is the first package, and I'm going to take the first one today. Oh, that's cool. Kind of a little yellow guy going on. It's day one. It's now day 6 of taking SAM-e. I feel more relaxed and a lot less anxiety. And it's kind of hard to tell how much of it is the SAM-e, but it's pretty subtle. I feel good, relaxed every day, and it seems to be working. I've noticed though I'm not as motivated to work. I also noticed I have reduced anxiety with women. I've been on 5 dates in the past 5 days, which I've never done anything like that before. I'm usually more nervous and apprehensive to set up the date, whereas I'm not ever since I started taking the SAM-e, I've just been, hey, let's go get some coffee, or hey, let's go get some lunch, without overthinking it. So it seems to be affecting me. I'm only 6 days in, so I'll keep taking it every day and see if it keeps working. I just finished taking a whole box of Jarrow Formulas SAM-e as an experiment to see how it would affect me and if it actually worked. So I decided just to try it. Instead of just reading about too much stuff, I like to just try things and see if they work that way, instead of just thinking about it, analyzing it in your head without just trying it and seeing if it works. So the first week, I couldn't really tell if something was working, but then after that, I noticed, for some reason, I started dating a lot more women. I don't know why, but it also made me a lot more relaxed, and things felt more pleasurable. Like I wanted it, instead of, it kind of was bad in a way, because I noticed my motivation when I take SAM-e is not very high. It kind of feels like I'm just in this subtle kind of la-la land where everything's fun and great, instead of, more like focused and disciplined and set in my ways. When I was taking SAM-e, I noticed like every time, I always meditate in the morning, and I always take my amino acids or whatever needs to be taken on an empty stomach before I meditate. One of the things I noticed when I was meditating after I took SAM-e is, instead of focusing really hard and really set on what my focus was for that meditation, with the SAM-e, I noticed I'd get really relaxed, but I kind of just drift around, and it felt great, but it wasn't focused. I was just kind of enjoying feeling pleasurable when I was meditating rather than focusing. And the same thing kind of occurred in my life as well. I started staying up later. I started just going out all the time and really having a good time, which is good. I actually am going to still take SAM-e in the future, but the thing with me was, when I was taking it, I didn't quite have as much motivation or drive or discipline as normally. When I took it, it kind of just felt like everything's okay, everything's great. I can go have fun and not get any work done today, and that's all right. So the thing with SAM-e, I really noticed, if I'd taken it by itself, for me it was kind of like, not as big of an effect. But what was really interesting was when I took SAM-e and I took 2 L-Phenylalanine in the morning, I felt really, really amazing. It was kind of more like a pleasurable, almost endorphin-like kind of feel to it, where things were great, and it was like I was just living in the moment. So SAM-e, I'm not going to take it for a while, just because, it's great and fun, but I kind of need to get some work done. But I did definitely notice an effect with SAM-e. It did take a while till I was realizing when I was taking it, I was like, yeah, this is doing something to me. And I noticed the behavior change. Biggest thing that was noticeable was my meditations weren't focused. I was just sitting there in like a pleasurable state rather than focusing on a single object, a single focus. And I mean, it definitely worked for me. I would suggest trying it if you haven't tried it already and you kind of have, you know, high histamine, high stress levels, or you kind of having a hard time having a pleasurable experience in life. Just when you take it, just be careful that you get your work done and you don't just go hiking in the woods all day. So that was my SAM-e experiment. Definitely had an effect on me, and I'll definitely be experimenting with it in the future.